Good evening. I'm Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI in Upper Hutt.
And I'm Debbie Morgan, ZL2DL in Upper Hutt.
I'm Rosemary Bosher, ZL1RO in Auckland.
And I'm Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG from Christchurch.
And I'm Jim Meacham, ZL2BHF in Nelson. And together we bring you the NZART official broadcast for November 2019. Good evening everyone and welcome to the November official broadcast. Leading tonight's broadcast is Presidential Comment. Reporting from Upper Hutt, here's our NZART President, Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI. Mark?
Good evening everyone. NZART Council have approved an updated policy on membership of the association. This policy will be published in the upcoming break-in, due out in early December. This new policy should clarify the position about being a member of a branch and the requirement of being a member of NZART. The current number of new members so far this year is over 200, with total numbers now just over 1,800. Let's continue this trend and try to sign up a new member for 2020. Recently, I was accused of breaking the NZART constitution as I was a member of multiple branches. I'm unsure where this person got this information from or where in the constitution they drew this from. I am a member of one branch only, that being Upper Hutt Branch 63. There is nowhere in the Constitution that states that you cannot be a member of multiple branches, so I'm not sure what the purpose of this accusation was, other than to be a put down to me. I know that many members who belong to many branches, and I encourage this activity as it supports the local branches with their repeater sites, as an example. As announced in a special NZART info line, Benjamin Isaacs, ZL2BCI, has chosen to resign from NZART Council. This was effective from Saturday, 9 November 2019. Benjamin decided to take this action after speaking with me earlier on the same day. He was not requested or asked to resign from this position. After putting forward his resignation, it was suggested to him that he take a few days to think it over. However, he decided not to take this option, making his resignation effective immediately. Council and I were disappointed Benjamin chose this course of action. NZART Council will make an appointment to the vacancy created by the recent resignation in due course. Planning for the conference next year in Shantytown is now well advanced. Again, more information on this event is available in the next break-in. Also, don't forget to get those nominations in for Amateur of the Year, Young Amateur of the Year, and Arthur Jumbo Godfrey Award to Debby at NZART headquarters. And finally, with one official broadcast left for the year and Christmas not too far away, enjoy your time off if you are having a holiday. Drive safe. That's all from me, and back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Mark. The NZART President, Mark Gooding, ZL2UFI. The 2019 VHF-UHF Field Day Contest for all bands 6 metres and above is to be held on Saturday 7th December and Sunday the 8th of December. The operating periods Saturday 5 p.m. through 11 p.m. and Sunday 7 a.m. through 1 p.m. New Zealand local time. The rules for the contest can be found under the Activities tab on the NZART website. Summer Street Key Night will be held on Sunday the 1st of December, 9 to 10 p.m. on 80 metres. No keyboards, no electronic keys, no bugs. Just good old-fashioned straight keys. You don't have to be fast. Accuracy is the key, pardon the pun, to success. But most of all, we aim to have fun. For details, please visit maritimeradio.org/SKN. Onwards to Upper Hutt we go, and it's a very good evening, and welcome to our NZART Business Manager, Debbie Morgan, ZL2DL.
Thanks, Jim, and good evening, everyone. The new office hours have now been operational for a month, and all appears to be going well. The office being open on Mondays looks to have been a good move, as I receive a lot of phone calls from people who have been enjoying their hobby over the weekend, and something has been raised that needs an answer from HQ. Suffice to say, if I am on the phone or you call outside office hours, leave a brief message and please, please, please include your phone number. NZART database does not store this information. Most importantly, speak clearly and slowly. You may know your phone number, but I don't. I have recently had a number of calls where either no phone number has been included or the person has spoken so fast I cannot clearly identify the caller. If you have called me in the past couple of weeks and I haven't returned your call, I would appreciate if you could call me back during business hours between 9 a.m. to 2 p.m, Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. As I have recently sent out statements to those whose membership payment I do not appear to have received, just to clarify, the amount quoted does not include the rebate amount. Therefore, if your sub is $99, and if deducting the rebate, the payment should be $89, or a family membership, $119. We are now only 1 month away until Christmas. I know I'm getting in early, but while you're all gathered around the barbecue for your club's Christmas function, perhaps it's a time to consider worthy recipients for awards to be presented at next year's conference at Shantytown. On the topic of conference next year, I can confirm that full registrations will be $220. While we appreciate this is a little more than previous conferences, I will be advising a bank account number in the early new year for those of you who wish to pay the registration fee off over 5 months to make it a little easier for you to attend. Well, that's all from me, Jim. Back to you.
Thank you, Debbie. Debbie Morgan, ZL2DL, the NZART Business Manager. A reminder from the spam team of their Friday evening AM net, held on 3850 kHz from 8 p.m. They also have a smaller gathering at 11:30 a.m. on Wednesdays on 40 metres on 7125 kHz. A reminder too of the H-Night contest being held Sunday, December the 8th. Now this activity commemorates the return to the air of radio amateurs after the end of World War II in 1945. The band, 80 metres, mode, AM only, time 7:30 to 10 p.m, with 5 half-hour periods. Now, any inquiries and logs be sent to Rob Carter, ZL2IW. You can email rob.zl2iw@gmail.com. rob.zl2iw@gmail.com. Good luck on the night, and most of all, have fun. Now to catch up with amateur radio news from around the world, we join the team at the Amateur Radio Newsline.
AMSAT is celebrating 45 years of Oscar 7, the satellite that wouldn't and didn't die. Kent Peterson, KC0DGY, has that story.
The AMSAT satellite, known as AO7, has taken a page right out of the book of American humorist Mark Twain, who once said, "Rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated." Launched in November of 1974, AMSAT Oscar 7, as it is known, suffered battery failure in June 1981, barely 7 years into its orbital journey. Its whereabouts and fate have remained unclear until 2002, when a report surfaced that a CW beacon was detected around 145.97 megahertz from an unknown Oscar satellite. That satellite was soon confirmed to be lucky number 7, and in spite of rumors to the contrary, it hadn't died at all. Now, 45 years into its travels, AO7 may be showing a little wear and tear at middle age, as the oldest operational satellite in orbit in any service. There'll be no cake to celebrate, but a jubilant AMSAT is instead auctioning off an AMSAT 50th anniversary lab coat, size 42 regular, and a set of gold-plated AO7 cufflinks. Not even Mark Twain, who lived to be 74, ever did that. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Kent Peterson, KC0DGY.
In New Zealand, hams are keying up for an old-school night of code. Here's Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF, with more.
What's on 80 metres? Lasts 1 hour and is as old-fashioned and retro as anything can be. Try Straight Key Night, Summer Edition, which is back to present another 60 minutes of challenging CW, honouring its important role in New Zealand's radio history. According to the website maritimeradio.org, competitors can forget the fancy bugs and electronic keys. This is an exercise in accurate code, dispatched with a straight key. Maximum transmitter output is 100 watts, and all contacts must be CW to CW. Another old-fashioned element of the evening is pride in one's skill. 3 stations with the highest scores will be awarded certificates. If you have further questions, contact the event manager, skn@maritimeradio.org. Then start cleaning and polishing your straight key. For Amateur Radio Newsline, I'm Jim Meachin, ZL2BHF.
For now, with Karen Eve Murray, KD2 GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team worldwide, I'm Neil Rapp, WB9 VPG in Bloomington, Indiana, saying 7-3, and as always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2019, all rights reserved.
And as always, we say thank you to Newsline for the use of their copyright material. The Wellington VHF Group Branch 74 is running the 2020 National System Award, and this time it's actually a National Systems Award. That is the UHF National System and the DMR National System. More details to come, but the theme of the award is telephone exchanges. The award will run from Saturday 21st December 2019 until Friday the 31st of January 2020. Contacts on the DMR system must be on the ZL talk group, and these contacts are worth 1.5 points compared to the analogue contacts. Points are awarded for working a station at an exchange, and points from activation of an exchange, as well for the number of contacts made while activating an exchange. So start thinking about where exchanges are, and the organisers would like to hear any questions you come up with before they publish the award rules. Questions please to info@vhf.nz, info@vhf.nz. Also, the Wellington VHF Group and Kapiti Branch are holding a summer barbecue on Saturday, 26th of January 2020 at QE2 Park, Paikokariki from noon. Kapiti Branch will be hosting a hidden transmitter. All are welcome, and although they're not sure of the barbecue spot the group will be allocated, they won't be hard to find. Details can be found at vhf.net. That information from John Andrews, ZL2HD. It's time now for WARO News, and it's a very good evening and welcome to Ann-Maree, ZL1GIT, tonight standing in for Rosemary, ZL1RO.
Thanks, Jim, and good evening, everybody. Congratulations to Nairi, ZL2UJT, who was the top ZL member in the recent Alara HF contest. Well done, Nairi. Have you visited WARO's webpage lately? Many thanks to Kathy, ZL2ADK, and David, ZL3AI, for their work in setting it up and keeping it going. Go to www.qsl.net/NZWARO and you'll find a wealth of information about WARO and items of interest to YLs. There are also links to other YL organisations. There are YL nets on VHF which operate in various areas of the country. In the Auckland area, YLs have a net on Sunday nights on the 146.900 repeater at 1900 hours. This repeater can be accessed from the Waikato to north of Auckland and across to Thames. In the Nelson area, the NAGS net for YLs is held on Wednesday nights at 1930 hours on the 147.025 repeater. Do check in if you are passing through these areas during the holidays. I know that many YLs monitor the national system, and a call will hopefully result in another YL coming back. I encourage YLs travelling to put out a call from where they are, as there are often stations looking for a contact from a specific location to add to their list aimed at getting an award. Don't forget the weekly WARO 80-metre net held on Mondays at 2000 hours on 3.695 megahertz. We would love to hear more YLs checking into this net for a couple of overs. Is there a WARO member that is willing to take over doing the Break-In WARO page for us? You would need to send articles into the Break-In editor every 2 months so they can be published in the Break-In WARO page. Both Nairi and Kathy are unable to continue doing this after the December issue. If no one comes forward, we will have to let this page go, and that would be a shame. You do not have to be an executive member to do this. If you are keen to help keep this page, please contact the President, Topsy ZL2LS, as soon as possible. That's all from WARO for November. Good night all.
Thank you, Ann-Maree. Reporting for WARO, Ann-Maree Denby, ZL1GIT. Te Puke Amateur Radio Club Branch 53 NZART give notice tonight of their market day for 2020, to be held on Saturday, March the 28th. The venue is the Paengaroa Community Hall, 4 Old Coach Road in Paengaroa. The venue will open from 6:30 a.m. Breakfast will be available from 7:30am and the sale, it commences at 10am. More details next month, but in the meantime, for further information and table bookings, email sidrow@extra.co.nz. sidrow@extra.co.nz. Te Puke Amateur Radio Club's Market Day for 2020 on Saturday, March the 28th. Finally, in tonight's official broadcast lineup, it's branch news. Here's Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG.
Thanks, Jim, and good evening, everyone. We start with the Hibiscus Coast Radio Society, NZART Branch 80. The next meeting of the branch's Earth Station project is to be on Wednesday, the 27th of November at 7:30pm. To Whangarei Amateur Radio Club, NZART Branch 28, where the next meeting is on Wednesday, the 4th of December. This will be the club annual general meeting held at the Heritage Park in Whangarei starting at 7:30pm. North Shore Branch 29 NZART has a Christmas social at 400 East Coast Road, Sunnyshook on the North Shore on Monday, December the 2nd. Please RSVP to 01GMB at extra.co.nz to confirm your attendance. Auckland Branch 02 NZART has its annual general meeting on Tuesday the 10th of December starting 7:30pm at the club rooms at 400 St John's Road in Meadowbank. The Western Suburbs Radio Club Branch 03 NZART has its Christmas dinner this year at the Brick Lane restaurant in Clark Street in New Lynn. The event starts at 6:30pm on Wednesday the 11th of December. Franklin Amateur Radio Club NZART Branch 10 has a Christmas dinner on Friday the 6th of December. Now this is a combined Franklin Papakura event to be held at the Pukekohe Cosmopolitan Club from 6pm on Friday the 6th of December. Please let the Secretary know your numbers by the 3rd of December. From Short Hop, newsletter of NZART Branch 33 in Rotorua, there is an antenna party picnic to be held on Saturday the 7th of December from 11am at the Hamirana Reserve opposite Hamirana Golf Course. Come along and enjoy a barbecue, relax and have some radio fun. BYO and gas barbecues provided. Wellington Branch 50 has a social group meeting on Tuesday the 26th of November at 1:30pm at the QTH of George ZL2AG, 14 Vasanta Avenue in Nio. Also the branch's Christmas dinner is on the 9th of December from 6pm at 1841 Restaurant in Johnsonville. Please let Bernard know if you're coming along. Just a note here from the New Zealand QRPers newsletter, who have a Go QRP night on Saturday the 28th of November and also the 2nd of December. The group nets are on Thursday nights at 0830 UTC on 3690 kHz lower sideband. Any stations are welcome to join in as long as you transmit with 10 watts or less. For information, contact Wayne, and the email address is waynezl20z, all one word, at gmail.com. And finally to Christchurch Branch 05, where the last meeting of the year and the annual general meeting will be held at the club rooms, that's 5 Idris Road in Fendleton, at 7:30pm on Wednesday the 4th of December 2019, followed by Christmas fare to drink and nibble. Well, that's all from me. Back to you, Jim.
Thank you, Stephen. Stephen McNeill, ZL4HG, reporting from Christchurch. The next official broadcast from NZART will be made by ZL6A at 8pm on the Sunday before Christmas. That's Sunday the 22nd of December. This is ZL6A, headquarters station of the New Zealand Association of Radio Transmitters, concluding the official broadcast for November 2019. Good night, everyone. Good night now.